Aleichem. I want to share with you an amazing Dvar Torah inspired by Rabbi David Foreman. You can watch his Aleph Beta videos in this week's Parsha. I'm going to veer off, take it a little different than he explains it, but it's primarily based on his beautiful drashot on Aleph Beta. So in this week's Parsha, we encounter Pharaoh, who has two dreams. And in these dreams, the first one is 7 cows, skinny cows, who eat fat cows. And then later, as far as the second dream, of stalks. 7 skinny stalks that get eaten that eat the big fat stalks. And we are all familiar that Yosef ends up interpreting these two dreams to symbolize 7 bad years, which are going to swallow up the 7 good years. And through that dream, Yosef ends up rising to power. The question I've had is, why do we need 2 dreams? Just get 1 dream. Get some message home. And yeah, you could say it to emphasize, but maybe there's hidden messages in these 2 dreams. So the theory I want to put before you is that the second dream is primarily for Pharaoh, the 7 years for the Egyptian people, 7 good years, 7 bad years. But the first dream actually has a subtle hidden message that God was giving over to Yosef. And you only can see that if you read the words very carefully. So I'm going to read the way that Pharaoh retells the story to Yosef. The Torah says, Pharaoh says, Mina yorlot sheva parot yafot, beautiful cows, mar'eh, ubriot masar v'tir ena ba'achu. And they were very fat, and they were grazing in the marshland. That's in English. But if you look in the Hebrew, yafot mar'eh, Yosef must be thinking to himself, who else is described in the Torah as Yafot Mareh, beautiful? That's my mother, Rachel. She's described as Yafat Mareh. Now it keeps going. Tir enna. What is the root? Ro'eh, to graze. How does the Torah describe what Yosef did? Vatir u. And last week's parsha, in the beginning of the parsha, it says, Vatir vayir u be'achav. He was sheeping his brothers. The same root of ro'eh. Vatir ena. And it gets even crazier. Ba'achu, which means marshland, has the root achav, his brothers. So we've now heard 3 references to Yosef's story in the dream of Pharaoh. Yafat Mareh, Tir ena, and Ba'achav, to sheep his brothers. One more. It says, the ugly ones were ra'ot mar'eh v'dakot basar. They are very ugly. What does the Torah say about Yosef? That he spoke in ra'ah, he spoke evil about the brothers. He viewed the brothers as evil, and so it describes these cows as ra'ot. Okay. What's the point? The point here is that Yosef is understanding from Pharaoh's dream that there were 7 cows, i.e. the brothers, who ate the 7 beautiful cows, i.e. him. One more reference. It says in the story that the cows ate, tochalna, in the second story. It doesn't say that they ate, it says that the stalks were swallowed. Why the different language of eating of the cows? Maybe because in the Yosef story, the brothers sat down to eat after they sold their brother down the river, which might have been the worst part of what they did. How can they eat after what they did? So what's the message of all of this? The message is, God is telling Yosef, even before you interpret Pharaoh's dream, understand, I was watching over you. I saw what the brothers did for you. I was watching, and I was there. He's empathizing with Yosef, and he's saying, I'm guiding you. This is all for a reason. I'm with you in this. Only when Yosef knows that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is watching over him can he be strong enough to keep going, to interpret the dream confidently, and ultimately to forgive the brothers because he knows that someone, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, is watching over him. And be zochet to know that Hashem is always watching over us. May be zochet to know that the Torah is so deep and that we study it carefully, we'll get the craziest, coolest pshat. And may be zochet to forgive others because we know that Hashem's always there hugging us so we can let go. Have an amazing Shabbos.